Hey guys, how is it going? It's your boy Gaz9919 here, and what we're going to be doing today is just basically all things maintenance to the E46. I have already done a few bits and bobs. I'll show you a couple of pictures right now as I'm discussing it. I've done the front springs, I've done the rear springs, and I've done one of the front drop links. I need to do the other one, and I'm currently working on the rear drop links. Remove the sway bar because it's so awkward to get to the mounting points for the drop link, and it's really rusted through. So I thought, bugger it, I'm going to take the whole sway bar off. And plus the old drop links, because it's a rubber push fitting, I thought it's going to be so much easier to just take it off the car and deal with it there. So today, primarily, what we're going to be focusing on is the sway bar, getting that back on the car, getting the drop links done, and then we're going to under seal the rear sills, and then we're probably going to give it an oil change as well. So busy. Right then, so I've done part one of taking this off from the sway bar, and this is the mount and this is where it snapped. Obviously there's two bolts securing this to the rear control arm. It's a 17 and a 13, I believe, and now we're just going to clean these nuts up, get them off, and then reattach it to the sway bar over there, and then we can get it back on the car. Right then guys, so that is the rear sway bar back on with the new drop links. There it is. You can see that there. I've been lazy and not took the wheel off, so I've just put a spanner on top, ratchet on bottom, and then yeah, put it back in. It was a bit fiddly to get back in. I'm still at the car, as you can tell, so it's a bit awkward, but yeah, obviously that's one of the mounts there. Got another one over here, just there. So it's two bolts holding the actual whole sway bar in, and then obviously the two bolts on the drop links. And then there's the where is it? The drop link on the other side. Where is it gone? I've lost it. There it is. So yeah, that's one job done. Now to do the, I think I might do the under seal and then the oil change. As you can see, here's the problem with the sills. They have been welded and sorted before, but they could just do with another bit of treatment ideally, so I'm going to get on with that shortly. So for this we're going to need some of this stuff, rust, little pot to put it in. You'll need a paintbrush to apply it, and then you'll need another paintbrush to put the under seal on after this is dried. But before we do all that, we've got a wire brush, so I've got this and this, so we can try and get the decent areas. Any delicate areas you want to use a brush, any sort of open areas with no cables or anything, you can use a drill bit. Right then guys, so I've applied the rust treatment after sanding the areas down. So it was the battery box and the two rear seals I wanted to address. It's just gone past 1:30 now, and it says to leave for 3 hours before we start putting any under seal on or anything like that. So I think now would be the perfect time to sort of have a coffee and do an oil change, and then we can come back to it after that. Okay, so these engines take 5W30. It's just going to be a case of a 36mm socket on the top. To loosen that, I have just loosened that. That wasn't just hand tight like that. And then just more than likely 13mm on the bottom for the sump plug, but you'll figure it out. So yeah, be sure you've got enough to catch the oil if you do this, because a 5 litre bowl won't be enough. I've got two bowls here so that you can interchange them midway through the oil drainage. But without further ado, let's get on it. Okay, so that is the oil change done, and the car has been ran for about 10 minutes. Haven't taken it for a test drive yet, but it's been running and I'm quite confident the levels are okay. Now it's been a good few hours, so now we can apply this stuff, just to finish it off. And all the bit that I painted underneath with the rust should be black, because it usually turns black once it's attacked the rust. Basically all of the old rusty bit has turned black, just like I said. And then if we go to the other side, you can see all of it's gone black there as well, all the bit that I've painted, and also battery box as well. So now it's just a case of under sealing it. And I must say, if you are going to do some undersealing, whatever paintbrush you use, just get ready to throw it in the bin because it'll be no good when you're finished. Okay, so that is that all undersealed. And that should do it for the most part. It's mainly your sills that you want to concentrate on more than anything. There is a bit there that I think I've missed, which I'm quite happy I saw on the camera. I'll go over that again in a second. But yeah, for the most part, it's got a nice layer of protection, so I might even need to come back to it next year and do it again. But for this year, I feel quite confident in saying that the underside of this car should be safe. Right then guys, so that is most of the maintenance stuff sorted. We still have a long way to go before the car is perfect. I've got to do rear brake hoses, it needs 2 new rear tyres, and I think it needs a rocker cover gasket, and it could do with the coolant system being rebuilt as well, with the typical expansion tank problem. So I've still got to do all that, but you know, we're putting a dent in the maintenance side of things, and that's the main thing. Obviously, as soon as we can get all that done, the sooner we can start maybe whacking some mods on. I don't know how keen I am to mod it, but we'll see how it goes. I've said that about all of my cars, to be fair. But anyway, that is it for this video. Just sort of a update. And I like to kind of call it like 4 videos tied into one, with all the maintenance and the undersealing and, you know, stuff like that. But yeah, I haven't really shown you a massive amount of the car, but I will be going over it probably next week or something, so that'll be something to look forward to. But yeah, that is it for this video, guys. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and maybe even hit that bell icon for notifications on future uploads. But until the next time, peace.